ladies and gentlemen, is the bear market for Bitcoin starting? Have we seen the top? Where is Bitcoin going? So in this video, I'm gonna go in depth with my Bitcoin analysis. I'm gonna show you a few things which I believe a lot of people are missing. Yes, that's me. I have helped dozens of traders for the past 5 years. I have a private network, I have a free newsletter, I do one-on-one sessions. These are my stats, everything is verified. All the links are in the bio. You want to learn more about me, just go and check them out. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe and comment. First of all, in terms of a top here, okay? So this top has been put in during a London session. I'll just show you quickly. So during Asia-London session, and it is a poor high as well. So this high here is not a good high. So I believe, first of all, this is not the overall high for this bull market. Second of all, in terms of a top, how is a top or low being formed on Bitcoin? Let's go back in the data and just take a look at a few things. So here we have a high, we have a deviation move down. Here we have a low, we have a deviation, we move up. Here we have a high, deviation, move down. Here as well, kind of similar thing. Here, high, deviation, move down, reversal. And overall here, I want you to remember this type of structure where we have a high, we have a low, we have another high, actually low. And here we do a deviation, we come back and we reverse, we continue in the overall direction. So I want you to remember this section of the chart. Okay, we have an impulse, sideways, deviation, coming back in, continuation. So here we are forming a very similar thing where we have a high, low, low, high, and here we can do a deviation, and if we come back in, we can continue with the overall impulse, which is higher. That's my overall opinion about Bitcoin, and let's take a look at a few things. So the first important thing which I want to show you guys in terms of a technical perspective is the following. Very, very easy stuff. Range, SFP of these lows, mid, move down. So here we can do another swing failure pattern or the deviation. But overall I wanted to show the anchored VWAPs of the overall range from the 69K and from the April high and from this impulse and from this impulse. But the most important VWAP in my opinion is the one from the ETF release. Okay. Why is this important for me? The anchored VWAP is the average, volume weighted average price. So this is the average price in terms of a volume for the ETF participants. BlackRock, the most important company in the world, is not gonna let, okay, remember this, it's not gonna let the fastest growing ETF go into a negative. And they're not gonna let the year end as this. I want you to remember this. The BlackRock company is the most important company in the whole world. They're connected with everything pretty much. So they're not gonna let an ETF go into a negative coming into the end of the year. And the average price, yes, we can argue with the VWAP, we can also argue with the 50% of this place. So my prediction until the end of the year is that we're gonna see Bitcoin coming into price such as 80, 90, even 100K by the end of the year, which means that Q2 is gonna be some type of accumulational chop. So Q2 is gonna end, so here we started, 1st of April. Okay, so this is where Q1 started and Q2 started, and then by the end of Q2 I believe this chop is gonna end, which is gonna be April, May and June, and by 1st of July this chop is gonna end and Q3 is gonna start. And I believe in Q3 we're gonna see another continuation up higher, and there's maybe some consolidation, then continuation by Q4. So this is my high time frame prediction. We have not seen the top. We're gonna see another top. A lot of people waiting for this area down here, and a lot of people waiting down for this area down here as well. I believe they're gonna be left on the side. Now, if we take a look at some data, actually let me just show you quickly what we did before. So we have traded this range perfectly, by the way. So we had a long from here, okay? So this is the long we did take. This is the long, moving down. This is how the long progressed. Everything has been updated in Discord, and then continually this is how the overall long looked like. And then I wanted to show this weekly at 71,400 coming up here, but then I got I closed it out for a cut because it was looking at it wanted higher, right? But then we lost that weekly, okay? and by then we had a back test of that as well, and we managed to catch another long from 68. Then we had a short from here as well. After that, coming above the weekly, coming into the back test, so we had another short from there as well. This is how it looked like, but overall we have traded this range pretty much perfectly. I had another long from here. Moving back, let me just show quickly. So yeah, talking about this long down here, after we did sweep that liquidity, so it ended up as a TP, and I got stopped into break even. And at the moment, coming into the present moment, I have another long which is looking like this. Yes, I can get stopped out, and if I get stopped out, it's absolutely fine. It's fine with me if I get stopped on the current long, because then if we manage to come back into the range and we reclaim that weekly monthly at 61,420, I'm gonna go into a long position again. So these are the key levels which I'm looking for BTC. Okay, so if you take a look at the deviation pocket, I like to look at it on the 4-hour time frame, by the way, in terms of range low and range high. If you take a look at the deviation pocket is coming back down into here, into this small area of consolidation. And then if we manage to come into the value area, I have this range, by the way. If we come back below 56k, the area of 5051, okay, yes, it can be an important place, but more important for me will be the point of control, which is coming into here at 47k. If we take a look at the golden pocket from low to high, okay, so the 50% is coming into the big range VAR, but the golden pocket is coming at the weekly and daily, but a bit below that we have 786 and 886, not a good place. But overall, I do believe that if we come back below the range VAR, we're gonna see much lower prices. And a lot of people waiting for 58k, they can be left on the side, but the current sentiment of the market, which a lot of people are missing actually, is, let me just show quickly. So the overall current sentiment, so you see the premium. So the premium over here is very similar to the one that we're currently facing, and it has been an extended period of time. 24th of January, 12th of February, so we're talking about pretty much half a month, almost a month here. And at the moment from 13th of April, we're about half of a month as well, so very, very similar thing. Over here, you know, we had a range deviation coming back in continuation, so at the moment we can do a similar thing as well. Also keep in mind that at the moment we're forming a very nice bullish divergence, absorption of shorts, so this can signify a potential reversal, and everybody that is shorting in this area can be just blown out. And everybody that is being bearish at the range lows is an idiot in my opinion, and I don't care about my language. Everybody that is bearish at the current price is literally uneducated about the markets, and I believe this at my heart, because they're gonna be shorting range low. How many times have we gone from the range low? Once, twice, why not 3 times, then have the move up? It is absolutely possible. So if you have a bearish sentiment at the moment, at the current price action, yes, we can come back in and do something like this. It is absolutely possible. I'm not saying that this is the current bottom, all right? Yes, I do have a long. I can get stopped out. I'm gonna enter into another one if we see a reclaim. This is very, very important. A lot of people are uneducated about the market and doing some silly stuff, in my opinion. At the moment, your best decision is just to trade the range. Look for shorts up here, look for longs down here. Simple as that. That's about Bitcoin. A very important thing is how the DXY moves and how it reacts. Also Euro, Nasdaq, these are very, very important things. In terms of our naked point of controls, we do have a naked weekly point of control at 69k, and in terms of a more important naked point of control, we do have one at 54, and then we have a monthly at 51,787. In terms of our previous monthly levels, a lot of people are missing out on these ones, right? So we have the previous month low, which can be swept. You know, it's absolutely possible to just do something like this, come back in to, it's absolutely possible. Why not? Because you're gonna have 2 monthly levels, 2 monthly lows, which can be swept, and then have a reversal, because this liquidity is gonna act as a trampoline. Okay, if you know how trampoline works, so trampoline, people jump. So what is a person doing? Jumping, touching, bouncing. So this is how liquidity works. That's just a very simple analogy, right? So in my opinion, your best bet at the moment is not to be bear at the current price action, as I showed you the data down here. Very, very similar thing, okay, as this price action down here. So in a bull market, these type of scenarios are not something you want to be bearish on. Yes, we're in a bull market and we're gonna continue with the same price action in my opinion. So that's the update. See you in the Discord. Take care. Bye bye.